Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Saw something on Facebook this morning that kind of got me thinking about making another video. So here we are, and today I want to talk about multi-level marketing and whether or not it's legitimate or it's a scam. Um, I'm not going to single out any multi-level marketing companies or their products or whatever. I just want to talk about the fundamentals and just some buyer beware type um, direction for people to look out for. The only reason I bring this up is because a lot of people who don't have a lot of money, or college kids, or even people who are just starting out that don't have a lot of money, it always seems like are seeking opportunities to make more money because obviously everybody wants more money. So they see these multi level marketing companies that are pitching products or pitching things that promise large returns on their time and their maybe in their initial investment. So I can see how that is very appealing to people who financially could be a little bit better off, or even those people who um, like the products and just want to get involved in marketing those products to their friends and their family, etc. Um, I'll go ahead and admit, twice in my life, I have gotten involved with multi-level marketing companies. I'm not even going to say which ones, and both times I ended up spending more than I ever made. Shocker. Um, Now that's not saying there's anything wrong with the company or the products. It could have been me. It could have been my horrible sales tactics. It could have been my lack of motivation to get the to make my business work. It could be a variety of things, um, but honestly, that is kind of the factual truth of most people spend more money than they're ever going to make. All the things I'm going to talk about today, all these pointers that I'm going to talk about, I got them from the Federal Trade Commission's website. The Federal Trade Commission is the regulatory body out there that is out there to protect consumers. So anytime you have a company that is multi-level marketing, or maybe straight up pyramid scheme, the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, is there to protect consumers from fraudulent activities. So, um, moving on from that, um, if someone approached you about a multi-level marketing um, plan or whatever, I don't want to call it a scheme because I don't want people to think that I'm automatically dogging MLMs. But ask the person who's trying to sponsor you. Um, don't don't let them deny that you are a financial gain for them. So they are obviously going to try to push you to get involved or get into the MLM and start selling products hard and fast, whatever. They, whoever sponsors you, and majority of MLM schemes are going to benefit from you. So it's 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 really tough to know if people are talking truth, or are the products really that good? Do the products really sell themselves like they say? Or are they just saying that to get me in the door, signed up, spend some money that adds to their bottom line? And then, so we have to be careful. And I'm not saying we can't trust people, but we have to trust but verify. So the FTC gives some advice on how to deal with MLMs or whatever. Um, Ask about the products. Ask the sponsor or other people who are involved with the MLM about the products. Ask tough questions because that's what you need to do. If you're going to put money into something like this, you need to make sure it's going to work out for you. So don't be afraid to ask questions that may make them uncomfortable, um, or if they don't have an answer to it, be like, well, I would like an answer before I commit or whatever, you know. Yeah, a lot of these products can be unproven. They're all they promise hype that never happens. Um, it's kind of fraudulently marked or whatever. So just be careful on how far or how fast you want to jump in, if you even want to jump in at all. Ask about the company. How long has this company been around? Find details from your sponsor about the company. You know, like how much money did you make last year? How much volume did you have? How much money was from selling product versus signing up new people? Or what's your monthly average sales on your online store, whatever. It's just important to ask questions just to feel them out, to see where they are at with their own business, because they might be in its infancy too, and they're just trying to recruit people to get their business going, and you could just be another stepping stone to their overall goal. Don't be afraid to ask, how do I make money? I'm about ready to sign up for that $99 starter kit. How am I going to make money? How long is it going to take me to get my $99 back, plus some for my time? So don't be afraid to ask these questions, because it's important. If you're going to spend the money and the time to get into one of these MLMs, you want to make sure that you're going to get the return on investment that you're looking for. Just going to throw this out here. Here's a tried and true pyramid scheme alert. Alert, alert. All right, if you make more money by recruiting people than actually selling their product, that is a tried and true, easy giveaway on what a pyramid scheme is. Because at that point, if it's all about recruiting people, nobody really cares about the product. If it was truly about the product, you'd want to get people going and then get people selling the product, because the product's that good and can sell itself. But if it's little to do about selling product and more about getting more people under your belt, or more people under your team, whatever they want to call it, that is your dead giveaway that it's probably a pyramid scheme. Another thing, it's really easy today for us to look to see if things are fraudulent or not. Back in the 80s, when some MLMs were strong, not going to say any names, people didn't know, because they couldn't go to Google or Bing or Yahoo and just look and see what was actually going on. But today we have all these tools at our disposal. Most of them are at our fingertips on our phones. So go to a web search site and type in the product, and you don't even have to, you could just type in MLM reviews of the company you're thinking about, and it's all going to pop up. The good, the ugly, good, bad, and the ugly. And through that, go through and look about how, try to find some successes, and then look and see how people failed or why they're disgruntled. There's going to be a lot of disgruntled people, I imagine. That's just about with any internet review. But it's just an easy way for you to gauge, to give you some peace of mind on how you think this company actually is. And if you fully decided that you want to get into this MLM, really think about how much money you're going to have to put in to get started. A lot of them have a starter kit fee or whatever. It's $39, $49, $99, $159, whatever, $9. But does it stop there? You get the starter kit, you get the 40% discount on the products, whatever. If that's all if you're wanting the products, that's fine. No big deal. After I kind of gave up on my MLM dream, which lasted 2 minutes, I continue to buy products because I like them. And even as time has gone by, I kind of quit because I realized I didn't need that stuff anymore. But here's what I want to focus on, because we're about savings and looking about where our money is. Think really hard if you're going to get invested into an MLM that after you get signed up and you're trying to meet sales goals, and the only way you can think about, because maybe you're not a good salesman or whatever, the best way to get your statuses or your bonuses or whatever, your levels, is to use your own money to boost your own sales or whatever, thinking that later, well, if I buy $1,500 in product, I know the product will sell. It'll artificially boost my numbers now, and I can just sell the product off later. Be really careful about doing this, is because you could end up with a failed MLM business and $1,500 a product that's worth nothing because you couldn't get it sold when you were in a business. So it's going to be even harder to sell it now or to get rid of it or to ever use it. So just be cautious about using your own money to get in real deep into these MLMs, or using a credit card to get in, to go all in or whatever, and try to get this business off the ground. Because I can't give a statistic, but I'm going to say a large majority of people put a lot of money into these things and never get out what they put in. And that's all I want to focus on is, let's think smart and make sure this is what we want to do before we get in too deep. Any MLM that you can get in for little money and go from there and just sell product, and maybe you're good at doing that, so that is where you want to be. So just to wrap up, MLMs, let's take it smart, let's take it safe, let's just do what we should be doing. Thanks.